Hello all, I am the Holland Phantom, and in honor of the Halloween season, we're going to be having a month of Ghost Pokemon videos. So for today, we're going to be having a live battle from the Team Rocket through Neo format. On one side, we've got the Dark Haunter and Crobat deck, going up against the Venusaur Pokemon Center deck on the other side. So we'll see which of these two decks can take the victory today. But before we begin, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to my Twitter account, at Holland_Phantom, so you don't miss out on any new Pokemon TCG content. And now with that out of the way, let's get into the battle. And here we go, the battle has started, with both players flipping over their starting Pokemon. On the Haunter side, we've got Ghastly as the active Pokemon, and on the Venusaur side, we've got Cleffa as the active Pokemon, with the Bulbasaur on the bench. The Haunter side is going first, playing good manners to search the deck for any basic Pokemon, and the one chosen is going to be Zubat coming down onto the bench. Okay, here we see a second good manners played. Now the player can get another basic Pokemon to add to their hand. The next one chosen is going to be Cleffa. Now both sides have a Cleffa, which is really good for drawing cards and for consistency throughout the game. Let's see if we're going to have any energy coming down. Yeah, it's going to be a Psychic Energy coming down to the Cleffa, and now it does come up as a new active Pokemon. There's the attack, Eek! The coin flip comes up Tails, so the attack fails, and the turn passes over to the Venusaur side. The Venusaur side attaches a Grass Energy to the active Cleffa, and then they're going to play their trainer, Professor Elm, to shuffle away their hand and draw 7 brand new cards. Professor Elm's one of the best trainer cards of this format, letting the player keep refreshing their hand every turn, though it does come with the side effect of not letting them play any more trainers for the rest of that turn. Let's see if the player got any more Pokemon to come down. No, there's the attack. Eek! Okay, so that one does go through, and now the player's gonna once again shuffle their hand to draw 7 new cards again. Eek and Professor Elm have the same effect, like I said earlier, for consistency and drawing through the deck. Okay, there's the 7 new cards again coming into the player's hand, and turn passes over to the Haunter side. Let's see what they can do for this turn. Okay, here we see the first evolution. Dark Golbat comes down, activating its Pokemon Power Sneak Attack to put 10 damage onto the opponent's Cleffa. And there's the next card played, Pokemon Trader, swapping out the Dark Crobat from the player's hand for a Dark Haunter from the deck, which comes down to the bench immediately. Dark Haunter is going to be the primary attacker of the deck, with its callback attack. There's the energy coming down into Dark Haunter, and the attack comes through. Yeah. It's going to be heads this time, so Cleffa can shuffle away the player's hand to draw 7 brand new cards. So now both players have a fresh new hand. Okay, turn passes over to the Venusaur side, and let's see what they can do. A second Bulbasaur comes down onto the bench, followed by a Growlithe. Okay, they're building up their bench. One of the Bulbasaur does get its energy attached, a Grass Energy, so hopefully it'll start getting ready to attack once it evolves in a couple turns. The attack comes through, Eek, from Cleffa. It rolls heads, and once again the player shuffles away their hand to draw 7 brand new cards, continuously cycling through their deck to get all the cards they need. There's 7 new cards being drawn. Okay, and with that the turn passes back over to Dark Haunter once again. Let's see what they can do for this turn. Another Zubat comes down to the bench. Actually, 2 more Zubat, alright. The bench is just about full. Okay, yeah, there's the final Pokemon coming down to the bench. It's going to be a second Ghastly, which also gets its own Psychic Energy attached. The Dark Golbat evolves into Dark Crobat, activating its Pokemon power, Surprise Bite, dealing 20 damage to the opponent's Cleffa to take the first KO of the game. A Bulbasaur comes up active, and it's still Haunter's turn, so Cleffa retreats, promoting the Dark Haunter. And here we're going to see the first attack coming through. Oh, actually, not yet. Professor Elm is played to shuffle away the player's hand, and then drawing 7 brand new cards. There's the new cards coming into play, although I don't think they can play anything else. They have no more room for Pokemon, no more energy can be played, and no more trainers either. Yeah, there's the attack declared. Call back, reviving the KO'd Cleffa and also dealing 10 damage to it. And that's pretty much the strategy of the deck. Dark Haunter can keep reviving this Cleffa, while Golbat and Crobat can keep knocking it out with their Pokemon powers. Okay, on the Venusaur side, both Bulbasaur evolve into Ivysaur, and a Grass Energy is attached to the active Ivysaur. So it's still not enough to attack just yet, as Ivysaur does need 3 energies and it's only got 2 so far. The player also activated Energy Stadium, and it did roll heads, so now they could add a Grass Energy from the discard pile back into the hand. Okay, no attack comes through, and the turn passes over to the Haunter side once again. The benched Ghastly evolves into a second Dark Haunter, and the trainer card is going to be Super Scoop Up. There's a coin flip and it comes up Tails. Okay, so nothing happens. The next card is going to be the Boss's Way, letting the player search for any evolution card with Dark in its name. And the one chosen is going to be Dark Golbat, so we might see one of these Zubat evolve to keep inflicting damage to the opponent's Cleffa. Not yet. The trainer is going to be Hyper Devolution Spray, de-evolving the Dark Crobat back into its Dark Golbat stage to let it recycle its Pokemon power on the following turn. Dark Haunter retreats to promote the Cleffa, and actually there's going to be no attack coming through. The turn passes over to the Venusaur side. A Grass Energy is attached to the active Ivysaur, and the trainer's going to be Pokemon Trader, swapping out a Bulbasaur from the hand for any Pokemon from the deck. Let's see what the one chosen is going to be. Probably a Venusaur. Yeah, there it is, Venusaur. So I might be seeing the first Venusaur of the game finally coming down this turn. Although if it does, it's not going to have enough energy to start attacking just yet, as it does need 4 Grass Energies, and there's only 3 in play. Oh, actually, there's no evolution coming down. Ivysaur attacks with its Vine Whip. It does roll heads, so Cleffa's Baby Power does not protect it, and Ivysaur takes its first prize of the game. Turn passes back over to the Dark Haunter side. Let's see what they can do. Okay, so Dark Golbat evolves into Dark Crobat, taking a KO on the benched Cleffa, and that's another prize taken. Alright. Yeah, that's going to be the combo until the end of the game. Dark Haunter to revive Cleffa, and Dark Golbat to knock it out over and over again. Cleffa did come down on the Haunter side, and there's the attack declared. Call back to once again revive this Cleffa. It's already been knocked out twice. Okay, on the Venusaur side, Venusaur finally comes down, and it has its 4th energy attachment, so Venusaur can attack with its Solar Beam attack. Okay, before the attack comes through, here we see Professor Elm to shuffle the hand away to draw 7 brand new cards. So we might be seeing another Venusaur coming down. Yeah, dealing 60 damage, Solar Beam can take an easy KO on the Dark Haunter. Okay, no Venusaur yet, but Growlithe does evolve into Arcanine, and there's the attack declared, Solar Beam. Taking a KO on Haunter, and now both players have taken 2 prizes apiece. Cleffa comes up active from the Dark Haunter side, and let's see what else they can do. Okay, a Focus Band is attached to the bench Dark Haunter, and one of the Zubat does evolve into Golbat, activating Sneak Attack to deal 10 damage to Cleffa. Another Ghastly comes down to the bench with its own Psychic Energy, and now the Haunter player activates the opponent's Energy Stadium, but it comes up Tails, so nothing happens. And now Cleffa attacks with Eek, and because it's not facing another baby Pokemon, it does not have to flip a coin. So they're freely able to shuffle their hand away to draw 7 brand new cards. So it looks like the player's hoping to draw into some more Golbat or Crobat to knock out the opponent's Cleffa. Okay, on the Venusaur side, they get their own Focus Band attached to Venusaur, and a Grass Energy is attached to the benched Ivysaur. But to be honest, Focus Band does nothing in this matchup, as Focus Band does not protect against Golbat or Crobat. It only protects against attack damage, not Pokemon power damage. Okay, another Professor Elm is played to draw 7 brand new cards. Are we going to see any more Pokemon or evolutions coming down? Yeah, the benched Ivysaur does evolve into a second Venusaur, and there's the attack declared, Solar Beam, and it does roll heads, so Cleffa's baby power does not protect it, and Venusaur takes another prize. Back over to the Haunter side, Dark Haunter comes up as the active Pokemon, and it does have that Focus Band, so if it works, it might protect it for a turn from Venusaur's Solar Beam attack. The benched Golbat evolves into Dark Crobat, activating its Pokemon power once again to knock out the benched Cleffa, and that's 3 prizes taken. Energy Stadium is activated once again, but it rolls a second Tails, so nothing happens. And now the player brings down their own stadium, Rocket's Minefield Gym, to get rid of the opponent's Energy Stadium. Okay, another Hyper Devolution Spray comes down, de-evolving one of the Crobat back into Golbat to once again recycle its Pokemon power for the following turn. And here's the attack declared, Call Back, to revive Cleffa with 10 damage on it. Honestly, I kind of feel bad for this Cleffa. It's already been knocked out like 4 times, I think. No, 3 times. But, yeah, it's going to get knocked out for the 4th time on the following turn. Okay, Venusaur gets, the bench Venusaur gets another energy attached in its own Focus Band, and there's the attack declared, Solar Beam, but the Haunter's Focus Band activates and it rolls heads! Alright, so Focus Band does protect Haunter, leaving it with only 10 HP. But it does give the player another chance to keep attacking with his Dark Haunter. Okay, over to the Haunter side again. We're probably going to see that Dark Crobat coming down pretty soon. Yeah. Any minute now. Don't know what the delay is. Okay, no Dark Crobat yet, but the Ghastly does evolve into another Dark Haunter. And, oh, here we see another Focus Band coming down onto the active Haunter again. Okay, and there's the Dark Crobat finally coming down. Activating Surprise Bite to take a knockout on Cleffa. Okay, another Cleffa comes down, which activates Rocket's Minefield Gym. And it does roll Tails, so it means, unfortunately, Cleffa does take 20 damage. Okay, there's Haunter activating Call Back once again to bring back the knocked out Cleffa. And turn passes back over to the Venusaur side. Oh, okay, there's the prize being taken. It looks like the Haunter player forgot to take their prize last turn. A Rainbow Energy is attached to the benched Arcanine on the Venusaur side, and it does take 10 damage from that Rainbow Energy. Pokemon Trader is activated to swap out one Pokemon from the hand for another Venusaur. And this is actually going to be a different kind of Venusaur, not the Solar Beam one. It's going to be a promo one. So now there's 3 Venusaur facing down Crobat and Dark Haunter. Okay, there's the attack declared, Solar Beam, but it does activate the Focus Band once again. Let's see if we get into their heads. No, it's Tails that time, so it fails. Haunter is knocked out, and Venusaur takes another prize. Alright, so a turn passes back over the Haunter side. They promote their Cleffa as the new active Pokemon, and let's see what they can do for the turn. Another Super Scoop Up is activated. This time it rolls heads. Alright, so it works this time. They're going to pick up one of their entire Crobat lines. And Zubat comes back down onto the bench. It activates the Rocket's Minefield Gym, and it also rolls Tails, dealing 20 damage to itself. That's unfortunate. Are we going to see any attacks from Cleffa coming through, though? Or is it going to be from Haunter? Actually, there's no need for Haunter to attack, as Cleffa is still on the Venusaur side of the field. Okay, there we see a Dark Golbat coming down to play, activating its Sneak Attack, inflicting 10 damage to Cleffa, and Cleffa's down to just 10 HP. So another Golbat will knock it out on the following turn. Okay, the benched Venusaur activates its Pokemon Power Energy Trance to move the energy away from Arcanine onto itself. Oh, and there's a trainer card, Pokemon Center, to heal away all that damage from Cleffa and Arcanine. Okay, that should make it a little more difficult for the Haunter side to knock out this Cleffa. Again, there's the attack declared, Solar Beam, and it looks like it was a heads coin flip. So Cleffa is knocked out, and Venusaur takes another prize. Another Haunter comes up active. Another Focus Band comes down. Okay, hopefully this one protects the Haunter for this turn. And we might see another evolution coming down. Yeah. Dark Golbat comes down, inflicting 10 damage onto Cleffa. And a Dark Crobat also comes down, inflicting another 20 damage onto Cleffa. And that's another prize taken. Hyper Devolution Spray is played to de-evolve one of the Crobat back into Golbat. And there's the attack declared, Call Back. And I think that's the final prize that Haunter's down to. So both players down to just one prize. If Venusaur can knock out this Haunter this turn, Venusaur wins the game. So it's gonna all come down to the coin flip on Focus Band. Let's see what's gonna happen. There's the coin flip and it comes up heads! Alright, so Haunter is spared for one more turn. And that's gonna be the game. Once Golbat evolves into Crobat, it's gonna take the final KO on the bench Cleffa. Yeah, there's the evolution coming down. Surprise Bite takes a KO on Cleffa to take the final prize of the game. And there's the handshake. Dark Haunter is your winner. So what did you guys think of that battle? Let me know down in the comments below. And be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video to help the channel grow and reach new viewers. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, this is the Holland Phantom logging out.